Hey guys, I'm Grestar, and how about we watch Sword Art Online Abridged Episode 3 by Something Witty Entertainment. So of course, make sure to click here, go to the official release, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, then come back here and we'll watch it together. And I won't link to my previous reactions, but if you check the description, there'll be a link to the playlist of Let's Watch Sword Art Online Abridged, so if you want more, you could go check that out. Now, I can't say anything like that I'm expecting from this episode because I don't remember where it falls into place like in the actual anime in the original series, so I don't know what episodes they have at their disposal, like what footage they can use, so I can't really make any like guesses at this point. I can say that, you know, I'm looking for more character development, I'm looking for more story development, like world building kind of stuff, because this is still the beginning of the series, whether you're looking at the original anime or at the Abridged series, and so you can't have everything at once, you can't have everything fit together quite yet, but I'm gonna be waiting for those moments, so yeah. Though I do expect it to be funny. So since I can't really make any guesses, I don't have a ton to talk about until we actually watch the video, but I do want to touch on a couple comments I received on my last reaction to episode 2. First, about Laughing Coffin. I will say no, I didn't recognize the image, I just didn't recognize it from the series, and I didn't even really recognize the name. Then I googled it, and it turns out that it was like the Player Killing Guild, and I remember the Player Killing Guild. I'm wondering then if they weren't called Laughing Coffin in the Japanese, because again, I watched it with English subtitles, or if they did, I just didn't remember that. But, you know, I do remember them existing, I just didn't remember, I guess, their symbol or their name. Second, I've seen a couple of hate comments about SAO, which, you know, I understand that people want to voice their opinions and everything, and I'm fine with, again, people not liking Sword Art Online, but don't harass others if they like it, because I've seen that too, and that's just not cool. No, I mean, you were allowed to like things even if they're, you know, done poorly, or if they could even just be done better. You're allowed to dislike things even if the majority of people seem to think that they're great. I think that on a lot of occasions with a lot of different things. And everyone just thinks differently of different things. Like, some people will love this anime, some people will hate it, and it doesn't make anyone better or worse. Like, if you think you're better because you dislike Sword Art Online, you are sadly mistaken. I will say that right now. It doesn't make you a better person than anyone else. So please, enough with the hate comments toward each other. I see you! Stop it! It's annoying and it really brings you low on my list of people that I like. I'm sorry to say that, but it does. Also, if any of that bothers you and now you suddenly hate me, that's fine. Feel free to stop watching this video. I just don't want my comments to be filled with all of this negativity toward other people. It's also fair to point out that no, I don't think that the series is so far better than Sword Art Online. I also don't think that it's worse. I think that they're different. And it's kind of like, you know, apples and oranges. You can compare them, but why? That kind of thing. So I will make comparisons, of course, but as far as, like, you know, which one was the better, I don't think you can really say that. Like, sure, I could say that, you know, an apple is red and an orange is not, but that doesn't really make one better than the other. It's just saying, like, oh, if you compare the colors, they're different, and I like this for this reason, and I like this for this reason. I think it's the same thing with the original and the Abridged. One is not necessarily better than the other. You can compare them, but you shouldn't in that sense where you're saying that one is, like, superior. Anyway, now that all that's out of the way, which I'm sure you love to hear, I think it's about time that we get to watching episode 3, so let's get to watching. And play.
The following is a non-profit fan-based parody. Sword Art Online is owned by A1 Pictures, Aniplex USA, and Reki Kawahara.
Hear that, guys?
Please support the official release.
Please do support the official release. Because why not? That's a Pokemon. A Sword Art Online Christmas. Oh, okay, we're at the Christmas episodes with Sacrifice Girl. Oh.
I said jump, you delightful Italian stereotype! Oh, hello. Didn't see you come in.
You know.
I am Sir Jack Dapper. But of course you already knew that.
Of course I
It is
did.
my great honor today to introduce you to the Sword Art Online Christmas Extravaganza.
Oh.
A touching tale of whimsy, adventure, and the true meaning of friendship.
Okay.
So, I have my book, I have my bourbon. Gather round, children. Let's make some Christmas. This is the story of the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh. Rudolph. Supposedly. I don't know. This is an interesting take so far. And they even have, like, the Christmas hats on. That's fun. Of course, we're skipping this part. So it is fun that they had the Christmas hats, Sword Art Online Christmas. That was a good touch.
Our magical journey began in April, apparently.
Okay.
That's a bit odd.
Well, just go with
For
it.
a slow burn on this one. Oh well, I can dig it, as the kids would say. Our story began at the local davening hole, where our hero, Kirito, had just made some new friends. Or
Really?
homies, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stop now.
Thank you.
Who are you people, and why are you at my table?
Ah, Kirito. Can I call you Kirito?
No.
Here's the thing, Kirito. I couldn't help
That's
but
his
noticing
name.
while I was rifling through your character
I
page
thought I had that set to private.
that you are not associated with any guilds. So the crew and I call them the crew by the way, were thinking that you should join our guild.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Now I know what you're thinking. Am I really worthy to join these awesome dudes?
I've literally never thought that about anyone.
But let me assure you, we could certainly use someone with your assets. Ugh.
Hey, my eyes are down here.
Right. So what do you say, Key? Can I call you Key?
God, no!
I see. And what if I put on this hat?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
No,
What
come
the
on.
hell am
That
I
was plus
signing?
50.
To the newest member of the Moonlit Black Cats, Kirito!
Damn it!
So let me introduce you to the crew. I call them the crew, by the way.
So I've heard.
This here is Sachi, and the rest are NPCs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're all companions from different quests. They
Oh.
help you fight, and as long as you never finish, they stay with you.
We must save my family!
The bandits are coming!
Is that important?
Nah, it's just part of the quest. They say that like every 4 seconds.
Always remember to jump.
And he's from the tutorial. It's not a good tutorial.
Never
Winners
finished.
don't use drugs, except steroids. In which case, use lots of drugs.
Wait, so you never finished the tutorial?
Hey, just because I can't play the game doesn't mean I can't play the game.
Well-
Wink.
I feel like you don't know how winking works.
Thank you for joining our guild, Mr. Kirito.
Oh
Sweet
no.
merciful Buddha, what the fuck?
Now, don't panic. Sachi just lives out in the boonies, so our internet connection is kinda shit.
Oh god, it's
That,
For women and children!
that would suck in like a die in real life game, you
what
know?
shenanigans. 4 people died in that fire.
Aw.
But from the ashes sprouted a powerful friendship. And in time, Kirito found that he could almost tolerate them. Much like a fat man tolerates the tapeworms in his intestines. And like those
That's a
tapeworms,
great comparison.
that guild burrowed deep into his innards and gorged themselves on his leftovers.
Oh,
Until
wow.
they began causing abdominal pain and diarrhea. I realize the metaphor's breaking down a bit
Little
here,
bit.
but Granny Dapper didn't raise no quitters. In any case, things were about to change for young Kirito as he learned one fateful night.
Yes.
Hey, Kirito, buddy. Sachi kinda ran off and we don't know where she went. Could you be a pal and track her down?
She would.
For myself, but the NPCs are sorta blocking the door and I can't get out.
We must save my family!
Move! Listen, buddy, I'm gonna need your help sooner rather than later. I'm starting to think this is a two-man job.
You've been playing for 4,608 hours. Maybe you should take a break.
Wonder how accurate that is.
But that's not really an option now, is it? Now he's clipping through the wall.
Ah.
It's just perfect. So, yeah, if you could take care of that for me, that'd be great.
Yeah, good luck with that, Kata. It's my day off.
And because I know it's your day off, I went ahead and included a little motivation.
Right. Kata, when have you ever had anything
Ooh.
I hate that goddamn hat! Yo,
That's
Sachi,
fun.
Kata said you ran off or...
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with your eyes?
What? Oh, right, detective mode. One sec. Oh, that's brisk.
Is it supposed to hurt like that?
I don't think so. This game is developed by a sadist.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah, I heard it. So anyway, I figure I got about, 5 minutes before I black out from the pain. So, Princess, why'd you run off?
because I'm terrified my leg is going to get me and everyone I love killed.
oh, lag.
Well, shit, I don't know how to mock that. Oh, God, that's never happened before.
Well, maybe this is something you don't need to mock.
Okay. But then what's the point of other people if not to mock them?
You know, I'm starting to see why people think you're an asshole.
Yeah.
People think I'm an asshole?
And so they talked all through
It's
the
so
night.
weird, his
Slowly,
mind.
Kirito began to see the error of his ways. If that seems like a cop-out to you, congratulations! You get a cookie.
Wow, Sachi, you've really opened my eyes. I've been such a jerk. Well, no more. You're looking at a whole new Kirito.
I feel like it's not
From
gonna
now on,
last.
I'm gonna be nicer and show people the compassion they deserve.
So can
Oh,
we
if
talk
they
about
deserve
my
it, then.
problems now?
Ugh, no one cares.
Oh. Hey, I thought you said you were gonna black out from the pain.
Oh, yeah. Guess I'm just a lot tougher than I thought.
Hey, crew. I know you guys have been working really hard, and I've got some good news.
Okay.
And...
And some bad news. The good news is we're in debt to the mob. No, wait, that's the bad news. Also, there's no good news.
There's a
Oh.
mob in this game?
Yeah, I may have promised some, let's say, unsavory individuals that I could duplicate their rare item. And,
Oh.
well, it turns out that got patched.
So then why don't you just give back their item?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I kinda sold it, and now...
The bandits are coming!
Precisely.
Yes.
But the Don says all will be forgiven if we replace the item.
Well, okay. That doesn't sound too...
What's
the thing?
There it is.
It only drops on the 27th floor.
Is that a problem?
Well, let me put it this way. Take the most horrific, awful thing you can think of and multiply it by cancer.
Oh.
But you'll do fine. You've got Kirito, and he's practically carrying this crew.
Yeah.
Practically.
Kirito.
I'm sorry.
So on that note, what do you guys think?
Well, no offense, but that's the most... probably fine idea I've ever heard.
That's a weird way to phrase that.
Don't
You know,
push me on this.
She's
All
good
right,
for
so
him
we got us
in
a
this
game plan.
series.
Wait, you didn't say what you're doing in all this.
Well, the thing about that is,
Mhm.
later.
His charisma. How did he even get that
We
hat?
really need to take that hat away from him. God, we've been looking for hours. Where is this stupid thing supposed to drop anyway?
don't
Kirito,
know.
did Keita even tell us which item we're looking for?
Son of a...
We must save my family!
Oh, wow. A single chest in an empty room. Yeah, this looks legit. Come on, guys. Even we're not dumb enough to fall for this. Sachi, you set them to auto-loot, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it would save time.
Oh, yeah. We're sprinting to our deaths at record speed.
Well, it might not be a trap.
Now everyone's
Maybe
gonna
we
die.
just win a prize or something.
Deploying slaughter knots and murder golems.
Oh, wow. Slaughter knots and murder golems? It must be my birthday.
I thought you were gonna be nicer.
Baby steps.
It's okay, we'll just grab one of the teleport crystals from Gary.
Who the fuck is Gary?
We must save my family!
Oh.
That was scary.
Of course it was.
No, it's fine. Charlie's got a bunch of
Did they
health
actually
potions.
teleport him
Where's
out?
Charlie? Never mind, I got it.
Well, we still...
Oh, God, stop. Look, we're just gonna have to fight our way out.
Okay, I'm scared, but I trust you.
Oh no.
Sachi, no!
Kirito, this isn't your fault.
That's gonna leave a bad.
Well, that was grim. But
Yeah.
as with all things, there is always a silver lining. For you see, Kirito still had one friend left with whom he could share his grief.
Keita!
Yeah, Christmas!
Ah,
Hey,
Christmas!
No one kills themselves on Christmas.
Well-
Christ, I need more bourbon.
They say the Santa Claus will appear beneath a certain fir tree tonight and grant whoever finds him an item that will give anyone a Merry Christmas. Now that'll be 200 gold. Oi, where you going? Get back here!
Balls?
My name is Klein.
That was unsettling. What the hell was that?
I correct people so often, they think it's how I say hello.
Well,
Oh.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, no kidding. So what are you doing out here?
Yeah, I've been having this weird pain in my chest. I was hoping this rare item might be able to fix it.
Well,
Is
that's
it
strange.
heartache?
What do you think caused it?
Well, I suppose it started right after I watched my entire guild get slaughtered. But I mean, I didn't take any damage, so that can't be it.
Oh my god.
Kirito, as the sole survivor of the Midnight Black Cats, the debt naturally falls to you.
Uh-oh.
The Don sends his regards.
Well, as many questions as this raises, I'm gonna keep this brief. Kirito, you're not injured. You're sad that all your friends died.
Wow, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, big shock, you friggin' sociopath. Look, I've heard rumors that item might be able to res players. It's a long shot, but you owe it to yourself to try. Go on ahead. We'll hold them off.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Is it?
Thank you, Klein.
Hey, boss, who's Klein?
Don't ruin this for me. And there,
That was positive.
under that frosted fir tree, Kirito spotted the big man himself, streaking through the snowy sky.
You say
on a
streaking,
sleigh
just have to
full
be
of
sure.
Christmas cheer, the patron saint of prostitutes,
Look it up.
old Saint Nick.
Fair, you know, I'll take your word for it.
What the fuck?
And he won.
Kirito, how'd it go? Did you win?
Does this look like the face of victory to you?
You didn't get it?
Oh, I got it. It's a hat. It's a goddamn hat.
Oh.
Well, what do you want to do with it?
Wear it, poop in it. I don't really care anymore. But I do suppose I should thank you. You made me realize that by being nice and letting people in, they'll just die. But even still, thank you for showing me that there's still a part of me that can feel like this. Because now that I know where to find it, I've killed it forever. So thank you. Thank you for freeing me. Balls.
No. You were so close. You were almost a person. You were so close.
And so they say, Kirito's heart grew 3 sizes that day, then immediately shrank 6, imploding into a black hole from which no love could escape. The end.
That was beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you expecting a happy ending? Well, I'm afraid the world doesn't work that way, bucko.
Sorry.
The only thing you can hope for in life is that you make enough money to fill the void left behind by the woman you love, when she takes your children to some island in Tahiti with a cabana boy half her fucking age. Well, look at me now, you harlot. I'm still alone with all my money.
I feel like this got personal.
God, I'm alone.
You have him behind you.
Alone.
Oh, too much bourbon. Just give him a minute.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Mustachio.
Oh God, it's in the Persian rug.
Yay! And there we have it, everyone. Sword Art Online Abridged, episode 3.
I'm sorry, Don.
There's this.
We finally tracked down the one known as Kirito, but we were beaten back by the legendary warrior
What
Balls
is
Deep
this?
69 and his men. The boy escaped us yet again. I have no excuse, but I promise you, we will get back what was stolen. What are your orders, Don Fluffles?
The cat player! The cat who learned to play the game! Don Fluffles! Of course! It makes sense! Something witty entertainment, everybody. Alright, let's talk about this episode. So first and foremost, I'd just like to say that I enjoyed this episode. I thought it was very humorous, from its build-up as the whole Christmas storybook thing to its ending as the Christmas storybook thing. But no, I thought it was really funny with the narrator's interjections. This episode was not lacking for me, I guess I could say. I felt like it was a good length. I felt like they had a lot of good jokes in it, but also, again, a lot of good character and story kind of building. It makes sense here. One of my complaints about Sword Art Online is how Kirito doesn't really seem to develop. He just kind of moves along. And in this one, you know, obviously since they're using the same anime, they probably can't stretch it too much, but they've actually, like, made sense of why it's working this way, where at least they point out specifically he's doing it kind of like to protect himself, like, you know, thanks for pointing out that I could still feel like this, now I know where to find it, and I killed that part of me kind of deal. Like, he is a sociopath, and the thing where, like, well, I mean, maybe not like a dictionary sociopath. Any sociopaths out there, please don't be offended by my use of that, but you know what I mean. And just like how, again, when he's talking to Sachi, he doesn't know that he's being a D-bag, he just is, but that's just how he is. Like, he can't sympathize, he can't empathize with other people. That's just Kirito's character. And so it's cool that they're actually expanding upon that, that it's an official thing, and that we can, again, yeah, expect to see more of D-bag Kirito in the future. Not to necessarily say, again, that that's better than the original Kirito, that this is better than the original series, but it's a thing that I can definitely appreciate. I don't know, again, it was one of those things where as I'm watching this, I wasn't really thinking about this as an abridged series. It was just another series to watch. It was just another show. And it's really cool that I can actually, like, get invested like that I can just kind of lose myself in the moment into this series and just enjoy it for what it is, because, you know, it's again, it has all the development that you would expect. It's just really funny along the way, in my opinion. Of course, other people have different senses of humor, and that's totally fine. I like other things aside from this, too. That's cool. You can have multiple senses of humor. Anyway, but like with, you know, the detective vision, and like the whole blacking out the pain and everything, and the NPCs being used in the guild, and how everyone, like, the one dude teleported away, then the others died, and then Sachi's lag, which I thought was really clever, a way of, you know, making her suck in all of that. It was fun. And the whole bit of, again, Kirito jumping back to, like, his sociopathic tendencies kind of thing, with how, you know, how they again just said that was essentially what he was as a character, who he was as a character, because, you know, his chest hurt, but he didn't know why, because he hadn't taken damage. Like, he wasn't used to feeling those kinds of feelings. It was cool that they pointed that out, and I'm glad that they're introducing Klein. Like, he still seems like a real character, again, struggling with the whole Balls Deep 69 thing, but, you know, he's still cool, he's still a good guy. Apparently he's a legendary warrior, that kind of thing. But yeah, I liked the storybook thing that they had, the characters there, the little side story was fun. The little animation at the end with Don Fuffles, or whatever his name was, because I've already forgotten, that was amusing, if not a bit surprising and whatnot. Just overall, I liked this episode, I thought they did a good job with it, and I'm looking forward to seeing episode 4. This one was especially cool, again, I think because it was that Christmas special, so it had that extra little feel to it. But I'm sure episode 4 will be good too. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, whether you liked it, whether you disliked it, what you thought was like the funniest part, whatever you want to say. As long as you're not mean to each other, like, don't hate on people, okay? Cool? Cool. Anyway, yeah, we're calling it here. Cue outro, go!